Hi, everybody. This is Candy Sugarman with Gunpowder Gals. I want to thank you. I'm very, very excited. I'm speaking with Kathy Daniels of Middle Creek Landing, Blunts Creek, North Carolina. Okay, it took me a long time to get Blunts right and not say it Blunts. All right, this is a women's only campground, and all the pictures you see here are from the campground. And Kathy's going to tell us a little bit about her campground. And we're actually looking to have a Gunpowder Gals women's only event in May of 2021. Kathy, thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of this and tell us about your campground.
Well, Candy, thank you. It's a pleasure to be able to share the campground and the amenities and the things that we've done here. We started small and we've been expanding all along. So we've got a lot of different facilities that can be used. We're great for having meetings. We're also great for weekends and retreat type things.
Awesome. I am so excited. I know that you operate as a women's only campground. How long have you been doing it, and how did that specifically come about?
It started with a group of my friends, and they wanted a place to come stay on the creek and camp out, and that's what we did. And as time went along, I had other people and circles of friends kept wanting to come stay too. Mm-hmm. So as a result of that, I went ahead and I kept adding campsites, I kept adding other facilities, and I started growing. And what I found was, and this is what I really loved about it, was that when you have a group of women, particularly I noticed sitting around a fire pit, the conversations between women are unique to me, because a lot of times women will have conversations that when they're not men involved and be able to be themselves and talk freely, there's a connection that happens that I don't see when they're in groups of men and women. Mm-hmm. So when I saw that, I knew that that was what my calling was and what I wanted to do with this campground. So I headed in that direction.
Excellent. And I absolutely agree. One of the reasons why Gunpowder Gals is a women's only shooting group is that when men are introduced to the mix, it changes the dynamic.
It does.
I'm very excited now. I used to camp as a little girl. I mean, from toddler time until I was about 12 with my family. And I have not been camping since I was 12. So when you said a campground, I was like, oh, that's exciting. I don't have a tent. I don't know if I could do this. So tell me a little bit about your accommodations.
Okay, I have campsites for RVs and travel trailers that have all the connections. I also have sites where you can pitch a tent. I have sites where you can have just electricity and water. All of that, if you bring your own camping equipment with you. If you don't have camping equipment, I have a couple of cabins and I have several travel trailers that I have fixed up so that you can rent them on a nightly basis. And along with that, I do own several tents that I would be glad to pitch and let you stay in. If you wanted to get that feeling of being in a tent again, we can certainly make that happen.
That's awesome. Now, in this picture on, well, my left, so tell me what this structure is with the 3 doors. I think I know what it is, but I want to make sure.
Okay, well, that's interesting. We found that a lot of people really enjoy outdoor showers and the outdoors. So what we did was, I have indoor facilities, of course, but we went ahead and added this outdoor bathhouse and kitchen area. Basically, the 2 doors on my left are a toilet and a shower. The little short area, the little short fence partition, we have a double stainless steel sink there with cold and hot water too. So you have a place to clean up your dishes or anything that you might want to clean up. Maybe yourself if you've been out in the water. I don't know.
That is awesome. Now, and of course, we have here some of the trailers. Now, are all of, I'm assuming that the one that's hooked up to the truck was someone's rental or someone's personal property that they brought to the grounds.
Yes, as a matter of fact, that and there was a group of 3 women that all had their own campers, and that they wanted to be close together. And it's real easy for me to cater to small groups, and I can easily position people at campsites where they can be together and not be spread around. It's only about 4 acres cleared anyway, so it makes it really a unique experience because you can have your own little pod of people, and still have an opportunity to socialize with the other people that are there.
Awesome. And when you say small, can you give me an idea? Now, the Gunpowder Gals, we've got like 600 women on our meetup group. We've got like another 300 in our private Facebook group. So I want to make sure that when we start planning for May, I'm able to say, this is what we have, you know, make sure that you're planning and putting down a deposit. So how many women are we looking at?
It depends on how we do this. If we decide to do it with like a group doing one activity in the morning and a group doing an activity in the afternoon,
right,
can handle it, and it depends on what they're staying in. I would say the most I can look at would probably be, I can do about 10 RVs or travel trailers. I have sites with full amenities that we can definitely get 10 in. Then I have 2 cabins that we can use and 2 travel trailers that we can rent. So that would be another, you know, you can put 2 to 4 in those. With this COVID thing, I don't know how we want to double up and that kind of thing, Candy. So
right. And here's one of the accommodation that shows obviously that you can sleep about 3.
Yeah, and there is a queen size bed at the other end of that camper.
Oh, very nice. Very
There's a full
nice.
kitchen, you know, and it's a fully equipped camper. So you've got a full kitchen, full bathroom, and then that extra bedroom with a queen in the back.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not going to be worried about COVID in May. You know, whatever happens in May happens in May. I'm not going to be worried about the COVID stuff. So right now we're just kind of talking about what kind of numbers. And if women are like, you know what, I don't want to be in a group, that's fine. There's tents. Then, you know, that's fine. You can rent a whole trailer out to yourself. That is absolutely acceptable. We'll just figure out the booking on that when the time comes.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. Depending on how people group up, I think 25 would probably be the largest number of people that that I can host here, and it be a really unique and not like herding cattle.
Right.
So to speak.
Perfect.
And to enjoy it, I think the smaller groups are much better. So I would say max at 25, and I can go down as low as 6.
Gotcha. Okay, that sounds good. And maybe we end up doing 2 different weekends, one in May, one in June. I'm open to that. Now, talk to me a little bit about this structure, because I see a shower curtain, which means an indoor shower.
Yes, this is actually one of my cabins. I use it primarily for a bathhouse. It has a full bathroom in it. There's seating arrangements. There's microwave. I've got coffee maker. I've got all those things there, and it's air conditioned and it's heated.
Nice.
So that would be the bathhouse facility. And I also have another cabin exactly like this one, but I have set it up to rent for overnight only. So it's got a bed, a queen size futon bed that you can use as a sofa or a bed. It's got a really nice mattress on it, so it sleeps well. And all the amenities that you would have at home. There's not a kitchen, so to speak, but we do have a refrigerator, small mini refrigerator, and the microwave, and I have a hot plate too that's available.
Awesome. So for the gals who decide they want to rough it in a tent, but you know, still want to shower, I still remember showering outdoors. Yes, I like this concept.
Yeah, there's a shower, inside shower.
Awesome. And then I saw this, I was like, that's a pool.
Yes, that is a pool. I tell you, here's how this all came about. The property that the campground sits on was actually purchased separately from my home and my property that my home is on, but they're adjacent to each other. So both properties have adjoining boundary lines. So this pool is actually in my backyard. But it is easily accessible by the people at the campground.
Nice.
So what I do is it's available. We will use it as it fits into whatever things we want to do. And if it's not part of a group outing, we'll usually I will assign certain time frames during a day that the campground people can come swim.
Oh, very nice. Now, I saw this. Now, all these pictures, by the way, for everyone, it was off the Facebook page. The very last slide actually shows the Facebook page, or a link to the Facebook page. I love this. I saw that and I'm like, yeah, that's where I'm going to park my happy little self for a lot of hours, because that just seems so relaxing.
Yes, this is something that was added a year or two ago, and it is a very popular place for people. And I will tell you, we have some of the most outstanding sunsets you have ever seen.
I think I might have a photo of one of them somewhere in the slide deck. If you guys are watching, we're not going to be talking for very much longer, so I'm going to urge you just to stay on for a little while longer just to see some of these beautiful photos. The campfires, the cookouts. I'm so excited about this. How does the food work? I mean, do we bring our own? Is it included? How is it?
The fact that we can really cater to anybody's what they want in their experience. We have a person here that can cook and can do it all, or you can bring your own meals. If we have a chef here preparing food, and she is a chef, she can do vegan or regular food. She will tell you, she will organize it, put together. You tell us what you want and we will do it. If you want one meal, like a dinner together or whatever it is, we can make any of that happen. So you just let us know what you'd like to have.
Oh, I got to tell you, if I'm going away somewhere for the weekend, I'm not cooking, because cooking is prep time and it's time away from doing activities. And then there's dishes. No. Yes. I'm so excited when I heard that. I'm like, oh, okay, so I don't have to make my own food. Yes, no. Sign me up. And then the water activities. For those of you who don't know, I love to kayak. I get seasick, but I love to kayak. And I can see that you've got kayaks and paddle boarding. What other activities around the water do you have?
Well, a lot of my girls that are here and in and out like to fish. I have a pier that goes out over the water with a place with built-in benches where you sit and just be on the water, or you can take a fishing pole and go out there and fish if you like. You can swim, but I would suggest you go to the pool instead of swimming in the creek, probably. You will see your feet in the swimming pool. I'm not sure about in that creek. And we have boating. I have a place to dock a boat. If you got a boat and you want to bring your boat, we can do that. It's a great boating area. It's also calm, like you see here. So you don't get into, other than if a boat comes flying by, you've got nice, calm waters to do whatever you want.
Very quickly now, can we rent? I'm so sorry. Can we rent the kayaks there? Or do we have to bring our own?
You can. Here's what we'll do. If you want to bring your own, that's fine. I have some kayaks that are available. I will tell you, I don't typically rent them. They come with the campground. Oh, fabulous. And given that, I will tell you they're not brand new. So, you get what you get, but I've got paddles and I've got life vests. But I also have a friend of mine, a lady in Washington, and she rents kayaks. So she could bring out as many as we wanted, and we can keep them as long as we want to keep them. And then she'll come pick them up and take them back.
There you go. And you know, all I care is if the kayaks can stay afloat, that's it. I don't care how it looks. It doesn't have to be fancy. As long as it sits on top of the water, I'm good. Now, I saw this and I just absolutely love it. You're dog friendly, correct?
I love dogs. I have 2 of my own, and they'll probably be the first, I won't say person, but they're not people, but they're the first ones to greet you when you come down to the campground. They love, the dogs love it here. I can't tell you how much. We have this 4 acres that they can go swimming. You know, we let them off leash in a certain area toward the waterfront, back up to the fire pit. And the only thing we ask is that your dogs be dog friendly and people friendly, and that they are under verbal command, so that if you tell them to do something, they do it.
Gotcha.
Or you keep them on a leash. That's kind of what the options are.
And I think that's fair enough. And I'm so excited that you allow dogs, because I know for a lot of women, you know, we take care of our animals and we're like, I can't go away because of my dog, or I have to do the added expense of boarding it. So I'm a foster dog mom, and that's always one of those things is I feel guilty because it's my responsibility to take care of that dog. And you know, who doesn't love a hammock? I love this. This is just so beautiful. Honestly, it's just, I just can't wait. Again, gals, we're looking at sometime in May. We might do another one in June if we have a really large response. As Kathy said, we're going to keep the groups kind of small. I think we're going to probably keep you all around 20 or so people. And I know we had someone who asked, they were asking about their kids, but it's 21 and older in your campground. Is that correct?
That's right. 21 and older, and women only.
And women only. There you go. Now this is a video, guys. I'm gonna pray that this actually allows me to play it. Oh, it's working. I'm so excited. Okay, it's a very quick video, and I will shut up now.
This is our waterfront, Candy.
I'm assuming this is like drone footage.
It is. It is. Actually, that's my dogs. This was some years ago, so some things have changed. Some of the buildings are different. We've added some things. If you watch, you see that tractor coming down that hill?
Yes, ma'am.
There's the roadway. You see a little something coming. That's me on a tractor. But I want to tell you a story about the hill. One of the things I noticed early on is that when you have to come down into the campground, and most of the time when the women come, Candy, are stressed, they're drained in their faces, they've got their hands just clenched on the steering wheel, and they're just, overwhelmed, I think, with stress and what life is all about. And I will tell you, they leave. You don't even recognize them, because when they go up the hill, they are smiling and relaxed. And I mean, just going up and down that hill is a miracle.
Right.
You really leave a lot at the landing.
I can only imagine. It's so beautiful, and really just to kind of get away. I mean, to see the beauty, to get someplace where, again, I'm going to say somebody else is cooking for you, where you can relax. I mean, that is just gorgeous, and I can't wait. I'm already thinking, well, you know what, if we can't get any gunpowder gals, I'm going to book some time. It's been a while since I've done like something all by myself, and yeah, I'm ready to do that. Now,
wonderful.
There's one more slide if it'll let me get to it. And if it doesn't, for whatever reason, because it kind of looks like it won't, it is, your website is, there we go, middlecreeklanding.com. Your YouTube channel is Blunts Creek. And on Facebook, it's Blunts Creek NC. That's the URL, guys. You want to make sure you look for Middle Creek Campground on Facebook. Landing. Middle Creek Landing on Facebook. Campground is somebody else. All right, so I don't want you to get confused. Kathy, thank you so much for spending time and certainly for working with me for the upcoming Gunpowder Gal event. I'm just so thrilled about this. And gals, if you're interested in going with your girlfriends, with your friends, whatever it is before the Gunpowder Gals, make sure to get in touch with Miss Kathy. Thank you again.